Hello friends, welcome to my channel Data Making. In this video, I'm going to discuss about how to create a data frame in PySpark 3.0 using a Colab, which is a Google Colab, which is a cloud-based notebook. Okay, so basically what we are going to do is we are going to create a data frame. What is data frame? Data frame is a table-like structure. So if you look at this diagram, so this is a table-like structure, and you have columns like user ID, username, user city, and you will have one or more rows, right? So basically, here see row number one explains the one user information, like user ID is one and username is John and he is living in the city London. Okay, so if you have a table-like structure, okay, so how do you perform a computation or complex queries to generate insights out of it? So Apache Spark API provides framework provides an API data frame, okay, to take your table like structure data into data frame and do the processing. Okay, that's where we are going to do. That's what we are going to do. So basically, people who are already people who are not started my previous song, not seen my previous video, please go to my channel and just look at how to set up the PySpark 3.0 on Google Colab platform. It is free. As I mentioned, it will go off whenever the runtime restart. That basically the Spark binary which you install and also the data you store it here will be wiped off whenever you restart at the runtime. Okay, so that is keep in your mind. So I already created this notebook. Okay, so as I told you, this is going to be a simple exam, the data is going to be simple. Okay, because I just want to give you the conceptual understanding, not intended to provide a large data set and to do other stuff. We'll see those things in the future videos. Okay, so first thing is we need to set the environment. I already set the environment on my the Google Colab environment. So this is done. I'm going to create a Spark session object. Okay, so once this is created, so basically there are four options I'm going to show you how to create a PySpark data frame. Okay, the first thing is how do you create a data frame using a RDD? Okay, so you might have even though it is a structured data, you might have it in a file, any file system, right? Say example CSV file or it can be a JSON file. So once you say example is there in a text file. Okay, so your all your structured data stored in text file with some delimiter. Okay, so say it is delimited with the pipe symbol. So how do you take the data and create a data frame out of it? So for the simplicity sake, I have taken that, I put that say 5 rows into the list. Okay, so I have not read from the file, so you can also read from the file. We will see the other videos. Okay, so say example, once you read from a files text file, so you will have a list. Okay, which will contains each row with each row in a list, and in each row you have fields or separate with the pi symbol. Okay, so this is the list. Okay, so if you want to create a RDD out of your list, you need to use the method called parallelize. Okay, which is a part of your Spark contact object. So you can access the Spark session object dot spark context dot parallelize of you can give the Python object which is a list. Okay, so once you run this program, I mean run this line of code, you get a RDD. Okay, so RDD which will have a list of values, right? What will basically list of string values. So we need to convert this into this become actually one string value, right? We need to actually convert into the column values of 3 columns, right? So we need to split this value using the pipe separator. So in RDD you have something called transformation, which is one of the operation you perform on RDD. Other operation you can perform is action. This is the transformation. Basically, map is the transformation function. So what it helps us to do is you can iterate this. So basically, it returns a new RDD by applying the function to the each element of this RDD. If you read the documentation. Okay, so basically, what is happening is you take each element. Okay, that's what you can use the lambda function to iterate it and take the each element, and I'm splitting the element, I'm splitting with pipe separator, and taking the first position value for the id column and the second position value for the name, and the third position is for city. Okay, so and I'm actually creating a tuple. Okay, tuple is the one of the Python object which is used for many store the collection objects. Collection value means list of values, right? So here we are going to create a tuple with the three values, ID, name, and city. Okay, so once you run this transformation function, you get RDD of tuples. So here you add a RDD of string, here you add RDD of tuples. So we can actually, from this RDD of tuple, you can create a data frame. How do you create a data frame? Sparse object dot create data frame of you pass the RDD. The RDD is actually a tuple. Each tuple has column values of three columns, which is an ID and name city. So once you run this, basically we'll see run and show you. Okay, so it will not have actually it will not have the schema because we are not given a schema. So let me run and show you. So first just ignore for now this all things, but see the output now for now. So basically, I want to show you this. Okay, so this is the list of values. So if you see this data frame which we build using RDD, it not having a column. It has a column name like underscore one and underscore two underscore, because we are not given the columns. So it is implicitly it is given some name for it. And if you see the schema of the data frame, it is like underscore one is a column name, and it inferred that value as a long value, right? And a string value, other two columns. So we want to actually provide a schema so that it will be meaningful for the data and also for the further transformation. So how do you give a schema when you create a data frame? So, so basically this is the same create data frame function. Yes, you have another property called schema, where you can provide the schema for the data frame which you are going to create. Like we have a tuples, right? Tuple has three values: ID, name, city. So you need to import the types. Like you need to import the struct type, struct field, and basically these two are to build the schema. And these two, like string type and integer type, based on your column values, you need to choose it. Like if you have a double, you can choose double type. So once you import this, you need to prepare a struct type which will have a list which will contain a list of struct fields. So struct fields actually represents one column, like one struct field represents one column. That is ID column. What is the type of that ID? Integer type. Is it nullable or not null? I just given nullable as yes, true, and you build the other columns as well. So once you build the schema, now you can provide it to the create data frame function. So with RDD which contains tuple comma schema. So now it will actually give you the data frame with the column ID, name, city. That's what you see here, and the schema also is just given integer, so it is now coming ID as integer. Okay, this is one of the way to create a data frame out of your RD. The second approach, basically same data set I took. So basically this we almost this is part of the previous example. So if you have a tuple, right, already if you have a list of tuples, okay, how do you create it? So it's almost the previous one, a part of the previous example. So list of tuples, you not actually create a RDD, you can directly provide the tuple to this tuple to the Python tuple to the previous example. We actually had a RDD, then in that RDD we converted the string into tuple and we provided to create data frame. But if you have already a Python object list which contains a list of tuples, you can directly provide to the create data frame. So then it will create without schema. In this example, we create without schema. So if you want to provide schema, then you pass the list, the Python object list, comma the schema. So this will also will give the same result. So basically it is giving you the first data frame without schema because we are not given schema. The second data frame with the schema. The second output of this data frame is a data frame with a schema. Now third option will be option to create a data frame is basically using a row object. Okay, so you can build instead of creating a Python objects, and from that, if you don't want to create a data frame, so you can actually create a list of row object. So first row, this is the first row. I am actually first column value is basically ID and name and city. So you prepare based on the your row, you prepare a row object, and the list of row object you pass it to the create data frame. So it will work in the same way. Okay, so only thing is we are using a row object instead of normal tuple. We are using the row object. Okay, so if you provide a schema, the data frame will have a schema for the data frame. Okay, so and the fourth option I want to show is basically if you have a list of dictionaries. Okay, so if you have a list of dictionary, how do you create a data frame out of it? So you just you need to create a list of so if you have a list of dictionaries, same you can use the create data frame function from the Spark session object, and you pass this. So similarly, if you don't give the schema, you get a default column values underscore 1, 2, 3, so on. If you provide a schema, you get a proper schema for your data frame. We'll run and show you. And also note that this the infer schema for as a dictionary out of creating a dictionary out of sorry, inferring a schema from the dictionary is going to be, it's already deprecated. So they are suggesting to use the basically the row, or using the row API. Okay, so the row API, you need to use the, you need to build the data frame. That's what they are suggesting it. They're, the creating from dictionary is already deprecated. So they are saying instead of a dictionary, you use the row API. Okay. So this is all I want to discuss about creating a data frame in PySpark. There are many ways to create a data frame in PySpark. We'll see one by one. This is programmatically. If you have a Python object, so how do you programmatically create a data frame? And the further videos, we'll see data source APIs like CSV, JSON. So if you have data in all those file formats, how do you read it? And if you have data in NoSQL and RDBMS, how do you retrieve this data and create a data frame out of it? We'll discuss in the future videos. Thank you so much, friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done before. Thank you for people who are supporting always.